back to Kelly Party of Two. Tonight we are reviewing a restaurant called Moya's American Kitchen, I believe.
Yes.
It is closed on Mondays. They are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday 11 to 9. Yeah. And then Friday and Saturday they're open till midnight.
Yeah, they are in the old Tumbleweed there off of
Lynn Station
off
Road.
Lynn Station Road. Right there where like by TGI Fridays used to be, and where Skyline Chili used to be, and where Cask is now. It's actually right across the lake from where Cask is. It's a big place. I mean, it used to be a tumbleweed, so it kind of, I didn't realize it was a tumbleweed. We walked in, I looked around, and then once she told me it used to be a tumbleweed, then it kind of made sense the way it looked. But it's a great big old place. It's got an upstairs, really cool view. There's like a hole in the middle upstairs where you can look down and see the bar. They've got an outside area that's kind of, you got to cross the parking lot, but they've got a covered outside area. But really big place, can hold a lot of people. We went for lunch. We had been out there at Cask. You've probably seen that review, and just kind of noticed it and decided we would give it a shot. So one day we were trying to think of a place to go for lunch. It was on our list, and so we went. And we'll let you know what we thought about it.
Per our usual, we got 2 appetizers. We got jalapeno hush puppies, and they came with their house-made pimento cheese.
Yeah, and you'll notice that anytime we go to a restaurant, if they have hush puppies and if they have nachos, we always get both.
Yes.
It's 2 of our favorite things. We will always try places nachos and hush puppies.
I thought these were really good. I didn't have a problem with them. The pimento cheese I think would have been better because we actually opened up the hush puppies and kind of put the pimento cheese on the inside just to kind of, because it was chilled. The pimento cheese was chilled.
Yeah.
So it kind of needed a little bit of spread to it.
If the pimento cheese was served warm, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
The hush puppies were good. They were jalapeno hush puppies. I think there was like 6 or 8 in the order, and you would get one, cut it open.
Yes.
There wouldn't be a single jalapeno in there. And then you would open up the next one, and you'd see several chunks of jalapeno in there.
Which I'm sure is just an issue with the batter.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the batter when they scoop it out, But no big deal. They were good. They were really good. They would have been amazing if the pimento cheese would have been warm. But no complaints. Would get them again. They were good hush puppies.
We also got the chicken and biscuit sliders, which were chicken tenders on a cheddar bay biscuit with pimento cheese again. But they had a honey.
Was it a honey butter?
No, it was a hot honey like syrup almost.
Yeah.
I don't think they called it a syrup. And then it had pickles on it. They were really good.
They were great. They were really good.
But again, I think the pimento cheese needed to be warm. It was cold on the sandwich, and so I don't know how to explain it other than it just kind of took away from the other flavors.
Yeah.
Because everything else was hot.
Yeah. Like if you've ever had a hot sandwich with cold mayonnaise on it, you take that bite and everything's warm, and then you get that taste of cold. Yeah. That's kind of how this was. Yeah. But they were really, really good.
Yeah. I would have wished the biscuits weren't as they were a tad dry, just a tad.
They were a little dry.
But they were really nice.
But they were good. It was really
still
good. Would get it again. They were good.
Yes.
I mean, we got to find something wrong. I mean, not every restaurant has the greatest thing everywhere. So, but would highly recommend both those appetizers. They were really, really good. And then for lunch, I got the Meatloaf Stack. I'm not a huge fan of meatloaf. I never get meatloaf anywhere. I like my mom's meatloaf, and that's about it. But I read what was on it on the menu, and it sounded great. It was a big piece of Texas toast covered in mashed potatoes, and then had a big, giant piece of meatloaf on it. I mean, it had to be 8 ounces. I mean, it had to be half a pound.
It's big.
Giant piece of meatloaf on it, covered in barbecue sauce, and then had onion straws on top of that.
It was really good.
it was a knife and fork kind of lunch. Extremely filling, a big portion. And then for my side, I got a cup of their chili. And it's my kind of chili. It's a thick chili. I mean, you could put it on a cracker, and it would hold up. You could eat it with a fork. It was a nice thick chili. It was a real dark color. Didn't have any spaghetti noodles in it or anything like that. Which, I mean, I'm fine either way with spaghetti noodles or not. But I don't like a thin chili. This was a good thick Texas style chili. Was really, really good. And between that and the meatloaf, I mean, it was stick to your ribs kind of meat or meal, and I was happy as I could be. It was really, really good. And like I said, not a meatloaf fan, would get that every time I go back. Your turn.
I got the Southern Burger, and apparently the theme for our visit to Moya's was pimento cheese, because this had
it's everywhere,
cheese.
right? I mean, everywhere right now.
Really
Pimento cheese is everywhere. No matter what. I mean, Mexican restaurants. I mean, barbecue. I mean, it's everywhere now. You can't avoid it. We love it, but it's everywhere. It used to be, no one even knew what pimento cheese was, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah. So it had pimento cheese, a fried green tomato. It also had bacon and a bourbon remoulade. So.
And it was big burger.
It was a big burger. And I got fries with it. I just went with the fries. I'll start with the fries. They weren't bad. I mean, but I focused on my burger. Yeah. And I ended up only eating half of it because it was pretty big.
It was a big burger.
Bacon was really good. Well done. Crispy. Plenty of it. You got a bite of bacon pretty much every bite. The fried green tomato was good. It was crispy. You knew it didn't sit on the bun for a while because it was still crunchy.
Yeah, had good seasoning on it, good crust. It was really good.
And I'm gonna go back to, I really wish they would heat up or room temperature or something the pimento cheese, because when you put it on there cold, it just, I don't know, does it lose flavor?
It just changes. Yeah. It does. It loses flavor because you taste the cold and not the flavor. And it does affect it. When it's warm and gooey and runny, you taste more flavor. Yeah.
That was the only negative, honestly. That was the only negative. I will say for lunch, I wasn't as big of a fan of the atmosphere. It was very quiet in there. Very, very quiet. No music playing. Now that just might be an odd, because apparently they have live music, I think, on the weekends or maybe at night. We probably should have sat outside, but it was quite windy that day.
Yeah, it was very windy.
But I can see the atmosphere and the experience being a little bit better outside. It's a very dark. It's very dark in there.
It's dark in there.
So for lunch, it just seemed like it
was blah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was blah.
I mean, it's a giant place, and
you just think there'd be more noise,
they're setting people really far apart from each other. I don't know if it's because of COVID or so that each server gets a certain amount of customers. I don't know, but there was no one near us, no one talking, no one walking by. I mean, just our server coming by to check for refills and whatnot. Yeah. But it was just kind of a boring lunch. Yeah. And some people like that. Some people want to go and be left alone. And but yeah, it was a dull atmosphere. I would like to go back when it's busy and there's music playing and because the food's good. The food's really good.
Yeah. I would probably try something different. Not that I didn't like what I got. They had a lot of different burgers and a lot of different sandwiches. They had a bunch of different plates. We did video the menu, so we'll put that in here.
And a lot of people, no one's heard of this place.
Right.
No one. When I told people where we went, where we're going, they never heard of it. So,
plenty of parking, guys.
Give them a shot, because I don't think their name has gotten out there.
Yeah, and it's not in the heart of St. Matthews. It's not in the heart of Middletown. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's not too far. I mean, I think it's a really good location. I don't know why Tumbleweed didn't do well, honestly.
Yeah, or TGI Fridays. I mean, I don't know.
Years,
Benihana's was there. They went out of business. I don't know why these restaurants don't make it.
Right.
But it's really good food. Prices aren't bad. Definitely give them a shot if you're. I mean, I would imagine you'd be able to get in anytime. I mean, it's that big of a place that I don't think there's going to be waits, and if there is, they're not going to be long because it's a really big restaurant.
This isn't something we've covered before, but for all you Coke versus Pepsi people, it's Pepsi. That's all I'm saying.
She's not a Pepsi fan. I don't care. I drink diet, whatever.
You don't care,
I drink anything diet. I don't care, but she's not a fan.
I'm Team Coke.
Yeah.
I can't help it. It's just, I ordered a Diet Pepsi though.
Yeah, you did.
And I drank it.
But anyway, give Moya's a shot. Check them out, and let us know what you think. Definitely, if you like meatloaf, try that Meatloaf Stack because it's well worth it. It's very good. Hit the button for notifications. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Share our videos with your friends. And we're starting to get more comments on the videos, people asking questions, and we're getting people messages telling us they're going to this certain restaurant, what should they get, and we're letting them know. So that's great. That's why we're doing it, try to help people out, give them good places to eat. So like the video, share it, subscribe, sign up for notifications, and we will see you on the next one.